So, Alec, we talk a lot about culture change. How urgent, how necessary is the culture change around here, do you think? And what are the top one or two things that need to be done to that end?
Culture is, I think it's an abstract concept, right? Like, it's very hard to put your finger on it. I did some studying this off season. I feel like culture really comes down to the shared character of when things are going wrong. What we can do right now during camp is manufacture that as best we can by competing, by bringing great energy, and truly pushing yourselves to that discomfort early on. I think if you can self-start that as a team, as a unit, I think that's where over time you'll get to see what the character of the team is, that shared continuity. A solid culture is one that people are them best selves. Their individual character is uplifted by that team culture, by the character of the entire room. So I think we got to go out and prove it. We've got a fresh start. Really excited to see how it plays out.
I want to ask you, I asked Mike at the end of the season, 2023, you guys had so much fun together. You celebrated, you enjoyed each other's company. 2024, obviously you had some adversity, but just wasn't the same. Where was the disconnect?
I think every year, every year brings its own challenges, and I don't know if you can ever really be prepared for whatever it's thrown at you until you're looking at it in the face. And last year, honestly, I don't think it was time for fun. Like, it was time to buckle down the hatches, dig a foxhole, and work. Like, that was what was necessary to go from 2-6 to 6-2. We didn't have the hot start and the excitement around us. I think we responded in a way that was necessary. So this year, obviously, we have a few years of continuity with some guys. You can see who enjoys having fun, and we can uplift those guys that way. You got other people that work really well in foxholes, and I feel like this year, whatever it's going to bring, we have to be very mindful of what happened in the past, but we can't let that hang over our heads for forever. This has to be a new team, a new year, a new season, a new group of guys who want to go out and chase it, whatever is asked of us.
Alec, I know the word Super Bowl is always the easy answer to my question, but I'll ask it anyway. What's the dividing line between a successful season and an unsuccessful season for this team?
For the team, I think, Super Bowl is that answer. I think we need to chase excellence on a daily, every day. There's power in every day that we wake up, we drive into work, we're in meetings every single day, you're watching film, you're on the practice field every day. Being excellent and chasing that, I think allows for you to win football games in December and January. I know I sound like a coach, but that's real stuff. We just heard it's cliche for a reason, and everyone is going to be chasing that Super Bowl. So, I don't think we need to shy away from being excellent every single day to give ourselves a chance to make that run December and January where we're all clicking, we're all available, we're doing everything we said we were set out to go chase.
What do you think? Something on motivation, self-motivation. You talk chasing excellence every day. If you need to find motivation, what is there something you do or?
I like to frame my days pretty early here. So whether that's prayer or meditation or having some quiet thoughts of how you can intentionally attack the day, I think that allows for one small win to be found early. Make your bed. Admiral McCraven, that's a great book I'd recommend to anybody looking to be excellent. Talked about making your bed and taking as much pride and ownership in making your bed, and that sets off the chain reaction to dominating your day. So anybody looking to chase excellence every day, find that one win, frame it, take note, look in the mirror, and then go chase that thing, man. It's not easy, but it's a pursuit it's worth it.
I've seen the Dolphins roster graded by a couple of websites as like 24th best in the league. I've seen Vegas has the Dolphins as like the 9th best team in the AFC. Do you feel that the team is aware of a perception of lower outcome?
I don't give a Catch me in training camp. Catch these guys working. Like, they can say whatever they want to. We are going out every single day and we're working. And if people want to use that as motivation, great, good for you. If you want to have that internal drive, you want to chase excellence on your own, be a part of this team, great, whatever we need. But I think that noise can be great for some people and terrible for others. I really don't care.
Alec, we've got to know you. Just high character, talking about all the uplifting guys on paper. All the captains pretty much from last year's team are no longer in the building. how do you address that as a team, and what do you foresee your role potentially taking on, maybe helping the other guys being a former Pro Bowler and the experience that you have?
Roster turnover is crazy year to year. And yeah, we lost a lot of great leaders, a lot of great captains, a lot of great production, but every team goes through that. And if we can utilize some of that turnover to have fresh faces, fresh opportunities, people stepping up and coming into their own, I think we have to trust that. So I think we have the roster and the team where we need it. And it really comes down to trusting each other in those conversations. So leaders, captains, role players, scout team, like it doesn't really matter. We all need to get on the same page, trusting each other. And that comes through great communication, through discomfortable situations. Doesn't matter. Got to hash it out. So the more we're communicating on and off the field, I think the better we're going to be as a team moving forward.
Alec, I got a couple of unrelated questions if I can. The first one is kind of brag on yourself a little bit. The run game last year, I know it took a bit of a dive when Austin Jackson went out, but you missed a couple of games also, and you guys were under 100 yards in both of those games. What was the effect of you and AJ being out together on the run game, do you think?
I don't know, correlation or causation, I'm not really sure. I do know that a huge goal of mine this offseason, a lot of guys, is availability. That's going to be our best ability moving forward. I know that's something you can say, but, man, taking pride in our bodies and making sure we can endure the wear and tear of a season, I think that was a huge point of emphasis this entire offseason up until this point. Making sure that everybody's on the field, sharing reps so that we're seeing things the same way. So if anybody does go down, like, knock on wood, hopefully we're 100% healthy this year. But if it happens, we have the reps built up so that there is no drop in dip or production because our offense can operate in whatever way, inside zone, outside zone, deep passing game, play action, doesn't matter. We'll be able to find a way to win. And I think that's the key.
The other one is, I'm sorry. The other one I had was on Darren Waller. I believe you were in Oakland with him during his good years, or Las Vegas. Tell me about that acquisition. Tell us about Waller and what do you see for him this season?
I'm so excited for you guys to meet him. He's a tight end. I was thinking about this the other day, was driving in. Like, I don't know if anybody really is ready for what he can do on the field, man. A lot of tight ends impact the game in a number of different ways, but that's one dude where I've been in game plan meetings with him, and it's get the ball 15, 20 times a game, and he's going to take it over, and he does. And I think that's a rare quality and a feat, and he's going to have his own challenges coming back, obviously. But, man, he's a great human being. He can take over games when he's humming, when he's motivated, when he's rolling, and it's been fun to see him working this offseason so far, and really excited for you guys to see him out at practice and get to know him.
What's he like as a person?
Unbelievable human. He was a one of one, very unique. I remember my rookie year, he talked to, the rookies come in and you have the symposium, and he shared his story. He was 2-3 years in the league, and the amount of vulnerability, like, that was something where I knew if I were ever in a leadership position, I wanted to be like Darren Waller. Like, he impacted our lives so much. From that one conversation, it's been great to have a friendship ever since. You guys are going to be really blessed to hang out with him, spend time with him, get to know him, and watch him play some ball.
Like, what's the best part about, just being back in the building, having everybody here, and getting ready for another grind of a training camp?
There's excitement in the building, man. Like, I know, we're disciplined and talking about all this motivation stuff, but the excitement of football being back, it's like the first day of school. It's like seeing all your best friends after, summer break. So I think there is a lot of joy and excitement to be around each other, and I think that's what's most important. What I'm looking forward to is kind of sharing that those experiences with these guys and the opportunities to write some history this year.